Hey Scorpio, this is Lisa from Soul Search Tarot. I'm here to do your September 2020 general reading. It's going to be general, so it won't resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. If you do enjoy the reading, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe. I'd really like to hear from you if you want to write me a comment. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it and you will come back to see it again. And if you have been here before, I really do appreciate the support. That means a lot to me, okay? All right. Let's see if I can get this video through. My dog went crazy. I'm sure there was a bird or a squirrel somewhere. But yeah, he messed it all up. So we have to start again. All right. Okay. Find out for Scorpio, September 2020. Scorpio, September 2020. Got the Hermit, the Star, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. All kinds of fire energy right there. The High Priestess, the King Cups, and the Hierophant. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll start out, see what we can get from this, and then I'll clarify with another deck, and then we'll finish off with the Oracle card. Alright, from right off, you're definitely going into like maybe some period of meditation, maybe pulling yourself away from things. It could just be circumstances, but it could be people or something that you need to look over and shine a light on. Like you're maybe not real sure about which direction to go, but you're going to take that time to think about it and meditate on it, and giving yourself a time to be in your own space, in your own, environment, not to be disturbed by, the ins and outs of anything else. Because right after that, you have the Star energy. All right, this is associated with Aquarius, but it's also showing rejuvenation and balance and feeling like a calmness. And it's a very, I want to say it's tranquil energy. Okay, so you're feeling very, very in the right place. I think after this meditation time, or after this time where you separated, you felt in the right place. So you were feeling good about something, or life in general. Because right after that, you got the Eight of Pentacles, and this is where you're being very meticulous, and you're really trying to put yourself on the right path. Maybe going to school, maybe doing some apprenticeship. If you're possibly turning up, I wouldn't say upgrading, but almost like maybe you're working to get a promotion. Maybe you're working to level up, I guess, at work. But you're definitely putting in the effort there. But right after that, we have this Five of Wands. And this is like a conflict. And it's almost like it's not so much where people are, beating each other up and there's, big guys, little guys, whatever. It's almost like you're trying to get forward somewhere and there's just people getting in your way. That's what it feels like, that there's just something in your way. And that would make sense if you were trying to get further in work and you're working really hard to do that. But maybe there's coworkers or just the company itself. It could be anybody, but just causing like a bit of a blockage. Something's causing you to have to stop, think. Maybe that's what the meditation was going about. Like you needed to like stop and consider something. Really, take the time just to put everything out. Just like line up all the cards and just make sure you understand everything. Because whatever's giving you like this conflicting energy. Now the Four of Wands comes right after it. And this is like, I always think of like a small celebration. Some happy times. Could be like thinking about home and family, or just a win, like a small victory. So maybe once you got over that stuff and you knew you worked hard, so maybe once that Five of Wands energy went away, you were able to get the small victory that you were working towards. Now with this Knight of Wands, now he's very passionate, very charismatic. This could be somebody in your environment, and they're like, they're not being slow with their decisions. They're trying to, push things to happen a little bit faster. And they feel very strong and passionate about it. If it's somebody in your environment, that's who they would be. They'd be the person that you'd say, yeah, he's going to go the right way. Let's follow him or her. But if this is just the energy that you have right now, it's like you're taking that on, saying, okay, I'm not going to be slow about this. I'm going to put a little speed into it. I'm going to put a little oomph in it. Now with this High Priestess energy, she comes in right next there. And she is so about using your intuition, looking deeper. And you know what? I always feel like she's not going to show you what is behind this curtain. She doesn't offer up a lot of secrets. So if there's things that are unknown about your situation, you have to go into your intuition and see if you can figure it out. Use your gut feelings. Thinking about ways to make it clearer to yourself. She could, in general, as a person, it would be somebody who's warm and they're kind and they just don't let a whole lot out. But if it's a situation, just again, you have to just like look deeper. Definitely go a little deeper. Now you have the King of Cups. And this guy is, again, male, female. But more on the lines of, he's very sensitive. He's, sensitive to a point. He can be very strong, and he feels good in his kingdom, and he feels very good in his skin type of feeling. And he has his emotions, and he uses them, and when he's thinking and he's talking to you, or it's a she, this person, if it's a person in your environment, they are engaged, all right? When they're talking to you or when they're thinking about something and sharing it with you, they're very engaged in it. And when they're asking you, like if they ask you, how are you feeling? They actually mean it. They want to know. You know how sometimes people go, yeah, I'm fine, whether they are or not, but just because somebody asked them. And it's just one of those, everybody's just fine because you don't want to. Well, no, this person actually wants to know. If this is that person, they want to know. As the King of Cups, this could be any of Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, so any kind of, it doesn't have to be, but it could be any of those. But it could be anybody that just is that type of person. And then you have the Hierophant here, and he's all about traditional and giving guidance and counsel. Somebody if you needed to get some information from, to get some advice from. It could be considered like a lot of institutions too. You might want to think of, I almost want to think guidance counselor or, schools. Somebody that you would go to for some kind of guidance. He can represent weddings too. Let's see. Oops. Let's see what I can clarify and find out here. What's the Hermit here for Scorpio? September 2020. Why is the Hermit here for Scorpio, September 2020? Six of Swords. And 3 of Coins. This makes me feel like whatever you were thinking about, whatever you were meditating on, it's going to be a situation where you're going to need teamwork, collaboration, getting along with peers, coworkers, and also maybe trying to take yourself out of a rough patch, getting out of the rough waters, or just moving on to a different situation. It could be travel too. I mean, if you're thinking about traveling somewhere and you just needed to get all that in gear. All right, let's see. What about this star? And the star is a very positive feeling. I mean, balance, rejuvenation. Star for Scorpio 2020. Got the Queen of Cups. And 2 of Swords. All right. Well, the Queen of Cups, again, she's very, very nurturing, very warm, very giving, very loving. She expresses that to all creatures, great and small, basically. She's very open. Sometimes she could wear her heart on her sleeve. This could be your energy. Male or female, really, it doesn't matter, but they're just very open with their emotions. They're not afraid of their emotions. And then this 2 of Swords is like you're trying to get an idea of what's going on or what idea you need. You may have to make a decision. It's not going to be the best decision, not going to be the easiest decision. You don't want a whole bunch of other advice from things. You don't want a whole bunch of other people coming in and telling you what they think you should do. See, almost like she goes into her whole little by herselfness. She's by herself. She's out there by the lake. So there's emotions around. She has feelings around. But she's just trying to clear her mind and be able to find out what she wants to do with whatever decision she has to make. And make it without any whole bunch of other interruption. Now we have the 8 of Pentacles. And this, let's see. What's the 8 of Pentacles here for Scorpio? 8 of Pentacles for Scorpio. What can you tell me that for Scorpio? All right, the 6 of Cups and the Sun. Wow. All right, you might be feeling nostalgic about something. It could be the work that you're doing. You're feeling like very family-oriented about it. Thinking of friends, thinking of family that you haven't seen for a while. You might possibly be running into people that you haven't seen for a while. But you're also feeling like this happiness. Because of the work you're doing, you're feeling joy. You're feeling completeness. So whatever it is that you're doing, you're really feeling good about it. And I feel like, you know, maybe you're getting with some family, you're getting with some friends, you're rejoining your flock, I guess, or not your flock, your tribe. You're rejoining your people. Maybe some people, yeah, because the way things were going lately, it's like maybe you're finally being able to start seeing people again. Okay. Now this 5 of Wands. Tell me about this 5 of Wands. Oops. The Justice. And 10 of Cups. Oh, alright. Well, with Justice, now this is a sign of Libra also. They are all about balance and fairness and making sure that things are even. They don't like it when things are uneven. They're very, very about fairness and balance. So whatever the situation is, you wanted fairness involved in it and some kind of balance. And you also have a lot of emotions towards maybe the people that were causing the conflict. or the situation, what maybe it was really close to your heart, because you got this Ten of Cups. And that's just very strong feelings. And maybe you're just feeling very strongly about the imbalance, or to get the balance back. Okay. So what about the Four of Wands? Let me hear the Four of Wands. Can you tell me about the Four of Wands for Scorpio? The King of Coins. And, oops, hello. The Three of Staffs. Alright, let's see. When I look at this card, I think of the Three of Staffs. The two red ones are kind of like things that happened already or from the past. You're not really focusing on them anymore. But this yellow one is you looking out into the future, or looking out into what's coming out to you. Like what your ship's coming in. Because I think when you did this hard work, and you like put this conflict to rest, or made it even and made it just, you were looking out to what is coming into you from that. Now, the King of Pentacles can be a whole new manager, boss. Could be your energy. If you were taking on that feeling of being stable and grounded and just feeling right within your own ideas, very confident. I mean, it could be. But again, it could be just somebody that you work for or with. What about this Knight of Wands? Can you tell me about this Knight? Oh, wrong card. Jeez. I'm telling you, after my doggy's got me all crazy. Haven't been able to handle my cards. Alright. We've got the King of Staffs and the Four of Swords. Well, that looks good. I mean, to me, it's like, alright, you have this Knight of Wands, and then you got the King of Staffs, which is the King of Wands. So I feel like with a little bit of meditation, resting, taking a break, your knight might turn into a king. Like, so you may have been able to transcend up a little bit further to be this charismatic, natural born leader person from this knight who was already on his way. He was well on his way. So he just needed to take a break in the middle. Now what about this High Priestess? What can you tell me about the High Priestess? The Knight of Coins. Why's the High Priestess here? Why is the High Priestess here? One more for High Priestess, please. And Judgment. Oh, okay. There's a clarity into the situation. With the High Priestess, with the whole hidden information or hidden knowledge about something, you do have a clarity coming in. So maybe after you had time to rest and you've meditated, you did have a clarity. And so, oops, when you went in with the High Priestess, a clarity came out to you. And maybe that clarity came out to this Knight of Coins, which is basically, it's a slow knight. He's not rushing. You know, if it's abundance, if it's health, if it's, just basically growing some kind of harvest that you can get some kind of abundance out of it. It's a slow moving situation. It's not going to be the next day. It's not going to be overnight, but it'll be slow, but it'll be steady. It's a very sturdy energy. So I think that's where your clarity came in. What about this King of Cups? So maybe you made a decision or you made an idea that's going to benefit you later. What about this King of Cups? What can you tell me about this King of Cups? King of Cups. The Seven of Cups. All right. Seven of Cups is telling you about options that you have, illusions, things that you would like to try, but you want to be careful you don't pick something that you're not really as confident in as you thought you were. So, let's see. What about the King of Cups? All right. So, King of Cups here, like I said, it could be a manager, supervisor. This could be your energy. But I think you are stressing about these cups that you need to choose from. Okay, your options are making you nervous. Like there's anxiety and there's stress because you don't want to choose wrong. And I just feel like that's a part of it. All these decisions that you're making and the things that you had to do to make what you needed to make happen, it's still causing you some anxiety in it. So, you just take a minute and, take some deep breaths and just think about it. Just like put a little extra time in the thought process. Because like I said, you might not have wanted to talk to other people or whatever. It might not be a bad idea, though, to get some of their thoughts on it. What about this Hierophant? What can we find out from him? Hello. Hierophant, please. Please tell me about the Hierophant. The Queen of Swords. That's air energy. Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. What else about this? And the Four of Cups. Now, if this is a person that you might have went to find out about things that you needed, if you went there seeking counsel or some kind of guidance, again, male or female, doesn't matter. It's possible you didn't feel like you were getting your, I don't want to say money's worth, but you weren't feeling like you were getting what you needed out of it. Because you have this whole disappointment feeling or, like apathy. And maybe you're bored with the information that you got. And you feel like you could have got more out of it. That's what that feels like. You went for information maybe based on all these options that you had and you just feel like you didn't get enough. So you'll have to go elsewhere and look for something else, I guess. Or for somebody else. That's why you might want to take it up with family. I mean, well, maybe not family, but maybe close people to you. Like, don't be worried about taking, their advice. Because, if it's close friends, if it's family, they only want what's best for you, regardless. All right, let's see if we can get an oracle card. I just like to pull these to see how everybody can keep their, big positive energies and, keep your vibrations high. That's the only way you're going to manifest anything. The only way that you're going to be able to bring things into you and for yourself is to have high vibrations. And it's really in any situation. And it sounds so, but it's the truth. It sounds horrible sometimes when I'm saying it. I'm like, that's not true. Okay, people can't always do that, but I guess it's the best idea, best foot forward. Okay. All right, let's see. Pride. All right. Love yourself, and I see myself in everyone. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. All right. It's a pretty little design. How can I explain that? Well, you always want to love yourself. You can't love other people without loving yourself. And that's just truth. All right, so if you don't show yourself enough self-love, you are not going to be able to share your love with anybody. And I think what this is saying, basically, if you look at everybody else as yourself, then you're going to be able to be open to that for them. Like, you wouldn't want anything bad to happen to them if you're seeing them as you. So, yeah, if you don't have self-love, you can't love others fully And if you see everybody else as yourself, then you can understand how to love other people. Okay. Well, that sounds neat. All right. I think that sounded very well. Good, I think. But I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe. Write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And what was my other thoughts? Yes, and thank you again for coming in if this is the first time. And I hope you come back. And thank you for being here often. And I do appreciate the support, all right? You take care, and I will see you in a couple. That's what I wanted to tell you. I'm going to do a mid-month energy reading. So be on the lookout for it, or click that little dingy button when you subscribe, and you'll be able to find out when I post, okay? Thank you. Take care.